In the vast and diverse land of Sudan, the history of media laws has witnessed a captivating journey, shaped by political transformations and societal shifts, from the colonial era to independence through military coups and transitional periods. Sudan's media landscape has continuously evolved. Here's an overview of the key milestones in the history of media laws in Sudan. The start was all about media laws concerning newspapers and printing press. Pre-independence era. Prior to Sudan's independence in 1956, media laws were mostly under British colonial control. The Press and Publications Act of 1925, inherited from the British colonial administration, regulated the media and imposed restrictions on publications. Post-independence era. In the early years after independence, Sudan adopted a more liberal approach towards media freedom. The Constitution of 1956 guaranteed freedom of expression and freedom of the press. In 1969, a military coup led by President Jafar Nimeri took place, leading to increased government control over the media. Nimeri's regime introduced the National Security Act in 1970, which granted authorities broad powers to suppress dissent and regulate the media. The regime established the Sudan News Agency as the sole news agency in the country, controlling the flow of information. After this period, media laws also started to impact on radio and broadcast news. Post-Nimeri period, 1985 to 1989. In 1985, Nimeri was overthrown and Sudan transitioned to a period of political instability. During this period, media laws were relatively relaxed with the emergence of independent newspapers and private radio stations. Al-Bashir era, 1989 to 2019. In 1989, President Umar al-Bashir seized power in a military coup, leading to increased censorship and control over the media. National Security Act of 1999 granted security forces extensive powers to arrest journalists, shut down publications, and control information flow. The regime imposed strict censorship on newspapers, requiring pre-publication approval for articles and punishing dissenting voices. Journalists face harassments, arrests, and imprisonments for reporting on sensitive topics. Transitional period 2019 to present. The Transitional Constitution of 2019 guarantees freedom of the press and freedom of expression. However, challenges remain, including the need for comprehensive legal reforms and the establishment of independent regulatory bodies. It's important to note that the information provided represents a general overview, and specific details and nuances of media laws in Sudan may vary with this media landscape in Sudan continues to evolve.